Hey everyone, so I promised you a follow-up video to my last video on the 5 things that I did wrong in my 20s. Now I'm going to talk about the best decisions that I made in my 20s. I know you all want to see a video of Alexis and I together. It's just been really difficult because we've been working opposing schedules, so we have very little time together. The good news is that I was able to switch 2 days of my schedule to local time zones, so we'll have more time together going forward. So thanks for your patience, and we'll have a new video for you soon. All right, so the first one is going to be a pretty cheesy but super accurate one. I followed my heart. A lot of times we find ourselves in these situations where we either choose to do the rational thing, but then there's the other thing that is maybe more like risky, that you don't really know what's going to happen if you take that route, but your heart is telling you you want to go that way. Well, I had a few decisions like that in my 20s, and I chose the follow my heart route, and I'm super happy that I did. So for example, in my early 20s, I decided to pack up my life in Europe and move to Canada to pursue a relationship with a woman that I had met there during my time as an au pair. I interrupted my studies in Berlin and just went there and set up a whole new life there. I mean, that relationship was nothing good, but so much good followed from that. And ultimately, if I hadn't done that, all these other things wouldn't have happened, and I also never would have met Alexis in the end. Okay, so another decision that I'm really happy about. This one might be a little controversial. When I was 24, I went on accutane for my skin, and I kind of regret that I didn't do it earlier. Now, for those of you that don't know what accutane is, it's isotretinoin, also known as Accutane, and a few other brand names, but it is a medication that people use for the treatment of acne. People don't have a good perception of this medication because it has really severe side effects. So my acne was never like super severe, and Accutane is usually used for those, severe cases where you like see it from far away and there's scarring and all of that. But I just had, since I was a teenager, always like an outbreak somewhere. Nothing like super crazy, but like it still got to me, I always like had to wear concealer to like cover up wherever my current outbreak was. And yeah, so I never really felt that confident. And I tried so many other things. Anyway, so then I just said, let me try this. And my skin got so much better. I only had the side effects of dry skin. So like my lips were pretty dry, but they're always kind of dry. And my skin cleared up just in time before I met Alexis. And like my confidence was way better, and yeah, I just felt like a whole new person, and I started getting compliments from my skin, and it was amazing, honestly. And if you're struggling with your skin and you've tried a lot of other things, I'm just saying this could be an option, And if anyone has any questions about it, feel free to get in touch with me. I know what it's like and how much it can affect you. Third decision that I'm really happy about is that I was single. Looking back, it's crazy that I only spent 2 years of my 20s being single. And honestly, they were some of the best years of my 20s. People are so afraid of being single. Not everyone, but like a lot of people are. And I don't understand why. It's so great for self-development because you can just focus on yourself. Relationships are a lot of work, and they can be super rewarding and everything. But I really did enjoy that time to just focus on my own things. I was like so productive in that time. I was playing in a band, I was traveling a lot, I was going to university, and I had a job. I made so many new friends. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't for that time that I spent being single. Of course, being in a relationship is amazing, but you know what? You'll have the rest of your life to do that. So while you're in your 20s and you're single, that is a very special time. Next one is I got out of my comfort zone. So I'm a person that kind of likes staying in her comfort zone, but I do believe that the best things happen outside of our comfort zone. So after a year of being single and focusing on myself and everything, I was like, all right, let me do the thing that is most scariest to you, which is going on dates. So as an introvert, yeah, first dates are pretty scary. So I don't know, I just created an online dating profile and just started going on dates. The whole idea was not even to find someone, but to get comfortable in that context of being on a date and like navigating conversation and like getting ready for it and like all the nerves and all the awkwardness that can be a part of it, to then get to a place where I'm comfortable for the person that I then, want to actually date. I went on dates with both guys and girls and I had a fun time. I did get much more comfortable, and then by the time I met Alexis, I was like a dating pro basically. No, I'm just kidding. So I pushed myself out of my comfort zone to get more comfortable in that space and to have those experiences and make those connections and open up those possibilities. And I'm really glad that I did that. And then 2016, my New Year's resolution was get out of your comfort zone more often. So whenever I had a decision to make, I would keep that in mind and I would be like, okay, do you not want to do this because this is going outside of your comfort zone? And then I tried to push myself to still do it. Obviously use this with caution. But then the night that I met Alexis, I was almost gonna call it off. We were gonna meet at this party and my friends canceled on me. And I didn't want to go by myself because like it could have been super awkward. And I was like, what if I don't like her? What if she thinks I'm a loser for going by myself and all of that? But then I was like, Lilian, remember, you need to get outside of your comfort zone. And that's why I went, because of that resolution, and see what happened. I met the love of my life, and I wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for myself pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone. So a note to especially my fellow introverts, sometimes even if you think you don't want to do it, do it. Because, the magic doesn't happen in your comfort zone. And life isn't always about being comfortable, because especially looking back, what are going to be the moments that you remember? How you were at home watching Netflix, or where you actually had experiences. Left your little comfort shell and met other people and had amazing experiences. All right, that's enough of me babbling for today. Again, the next video will be of me and Alexis together. I know you've all been waiting for that. But thanks so much if you made it to the end of this video. I would love to hear your thoughts. Alright, vielen Dank und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss!